One of our brother requested we should make a video about Scotland Brazil match analysis to see what the odd is actually talking about for the match, right? And as at when I saw the comment, it was already late, right? So there's no way I could make the video that particular time, right? So now I have decided to give a Friday match analysis, right? World Cup match analysis, all the whole matches. So we are going to analyze it step by step, and you don't need to worry yourself because I've already done all the analysis, right? So all we are going to tell you is the market expectations, right? So using the previous strategies that I posted. So if you have not watched it, you can also go and watch it so that yourself you can see how you can use it to get draw high probability of draw games, right? So before I do that, welcome back to Bettors Lab TV, where we test football betting strategies and show you just exactly what works, right? So now we're building a community for smart bettors. All you just have to do is subscribe and turn on all bell notifications so that when I drop any amazing video just like the one you are watching right now, YouTube will notify you instantly. If you have done that, don't forget to give me a like, because that's the way you can encourage me. Give me a like and let me know in the comment section if this video was helpful. All right, so we'll go to over to tomorrow. So you click on tomorrow, right? So as I when I'm making this video, the tomorrow is on Friday, right? So I go to odds because we are doing odds analysis. Now the reason why we are doing this odd analysis is that we are going to check if the potential draws, right? The potential draws, the games that are highly or most likely going to give us draw, right? And mind you that this is not a guaranteed, right? So it's not a guarantee. Whatever you see me say here is not guaranteed. In the game of football, anything can happen, right? All I'm just trying to let you know is that I'm trying to let you know what the market expects, the expectation of the market through their odds, right? So that's just all I'm trying to represent, or all I'm trying to let you know, the expectation of market through their odds, right? So that you don't go ahead and start betting all the goal games and hoping that it's going to work, and if it doesn't work it becomes a problem, right? So all we're saying is match expectations, right? Now first of all, we're going to look at all the whole games here. We have the draw odd. Number one is 3.57, 11.0, 2.18, 4.21, 4.21, 7.02. Alright, so if you have not watched my video where I discuss about the ranges of the odd from low to medium and high, so it is important for you to actually go and watch that video and as well learn how the medium odds work, right? So now if you look at the Paraguay Australia, you are going to see that the 2.18 odd is almost a very low odds, all right? So that's actually telling us that the game is almost a draw, right? Even without even doing further analysis, you also know that the game is almost a draw. But this is actually football and it's World Cup, right? Anything is bound to happen, right? So first of all, with that, I'm not even going to stretch you to do more of the analysis. I have done more of the analysis, and when I do the analysis of Japan and Sweden, all right, so the gap I got from 0-0 correct score was 5.3, all right, 5.3. that was the margin I got from 0-0 correct score. Now I've told you in the previous video that anywhere you see a margin above 4 points, that is actually telling you that that game is actually going to happen, right? So for example, if the both sides of the odd is telling you 4 points and above, that simply means they are not expecting, the market is not expecting draw in that particular match, right? So now what happened in this Sweden case? So the 0-0 correct score gap is 5.3. The 0-0 correct score gap is 5.3, while the 1-1 correct score gap is 0.5. Understand it? 0.5. That means the gap or the margin is very tiny. That simply means the market is actually expecting a potential draw in this particular match, right? They are expecting a potential draw in this particular match. And one thing about these things is that whenever they are expecting a potential draw, you know, draw correct scores is 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 and above, right? So now that shows you that since they didn't price the 0-0 correct score, maybe they might go with 1-1 correct score, right? Because the the gap for the 1-1 correct score is 0.5. That simply means all the bookmakers is expecting the game to go for 1-1 correct score, right, or both team to score correct score or anything like that. Remember, this is market expectation, right? It's not what actually going to happen. It's the market expectation. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, that is what the market is expecting, and that's what I'm telling you. All right, so since the market is expecting a tight draw in this case, so if you want to go for under 3.5, you can as well go for our or go for under 2.5. But if you do your analysis and see the reason for going over or choosing another option, is also better and safer for you. All right, so the number 2 is Tunisia, Netherlands. All right, so when I check the 0-0 correct score for Tunisia, Netherlands, the margin were 15.5. that shows that no 0-0 score expectation for the match. And I checked 1-1 and the margin were 6 points above. All right, so this simply means that the market is not expecting a draw in this match. All right, so they're not expecting a draw, they're expecting any team to win. All right, both either Netherlands or Tunisia, any team can win. Right, so now I checked Paraguay and Australia. Right, Paraguay and Australia, the 1-1 correct score, the margin is 1.16. right, and the 0-0 correct score, the margin is 1.16, and the 1-1 correct score, the margin is 0.5. right, that simply means the bookies are strongly expecting draw in this match. Right, they're expecting draw in this match, so be aware if you are going to go for home or away. Just be aware they are expecting draw in this match, so know how you twist your bet. Right, so now the Turkey USA. Right, so the 0-0 correct score is 4.5 margin, right, and the 1-1 correct score is 0.5 margin. Right, so that shows you that the 1-1 correct score 0.5 margin is very tight. Right, is very tight. Same thing with Paraguay and Australia, very tight. So that means why is also expecting a potential draw in this match. Right, so now we'll go for Norway and France. Right, Norway and France, the 0-0 correct score is 6.25 rather. Right, so now, and 1-1 correct score is also 0.4. right, that shows you potential draw as well. Now the last but not the least is Senegal and Iraq. Right, Senegal and Iraq, the 0-0 correct score is 10.5, while the 1-1 correct score is 2. Right, now this is where the whole drama comes in. Right, so that simply means from all our analysis and all our expectations, now the market is expecting this, they are expecting Norway, they are expecting Senegal, Iraq, they are expecting Paraguay and Australia, Turkey, USA and Japan. Right, those are the expectations, potential draws for today. Right, so let me know what you think in the comment section. Right, so let me know what you think in the comment section, and let me know what are your expectations, what you are going to lean for. Right, so let's see you in our next video. Keep winning.